Some of this rally make my blood pressure go up.
And the people are a platform for him who are supporting him.
So you should get a filter sometimes. Filter your thoughts before you say.
I'll continue to take blood pressure medication.
Why are you getting high blood pressure, Jonava? Now,
I'm not taking medication for myself. I'm taking it for people like Paul and some of you guys that after the January, February something, and then people like Soludo that is a good spoiler. I thank God for his life. He's working for my.
And I am ready to die defending Nigeria in whatever way. When it is God's time for us to go, it is
you
not
took my
going
time
to be
to
on the
God. You are ready to defend Nigeria. I gave you my time.
No, I'm coming.
Alexi, hold on. You already started.
What I'm saying, defending Nigerians is this.
I gave him my time and he's using it to defend Nigeria.
No, sorry.
Alexi.
I hope that Nigeria wins. I'm never going to wish any president evil so that I can say I told you so. No, I won't wish them evil. I hope. You see, I'm not praying. There's no point. I can't pray for Nigeria to be fine. I only hope that Nigeria wins and Nigerians win. Because if you choose a dodgy doctor who has a dodgy record, who has, all sort of accusations leveled against him, to say this doctor, we think he's done this, or this doctor, this surgeon. Yes, he's a senior surgeon, he's the most whatever surgeon, but there are a lot of accusations leveled against him. If you choose him to operate on you, and you tell me to pray for you that it doesn't kill you surgery, what's the point? I can't pray. You might make it, you might not make it. My prayer won't change anything. So I hope Nigeria and Nigerians win during Tinubu's 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you.
Uncle, right? I have the right to address you the way I like. You don't know what she already did to me. So learn to control your emotion, right? That's the only thing I'm going to tell you. But if you don't want to control your emotion and you insult me here, I'm going to insult you 100%.
Okay.
You understand? You cannot insult me on a normal ground. Physically, you can't insult me, right? I will treat you like a child. If you insult me physically, I will handle you like a child. I don't care your age. Do you understand? You are powerful over the camera, so you can say whatever you want to say, but you can't yet say it to me physically. You understand? I will handle you like a kid. I'm not joking. You understand? So learn to control your emotion. You understand?
Okay.
Please don't take him out. I also have a right to respond because he mentioned my name. There's no need to take him out. All you have to do is to meet them or something. And you're taking too long to admonish them.
Comment.
What did you say?
Comment.
I know, but he mentioned my name, so I'm asking to respond to him.
When he gets your time, then you make up.
No. He mentioned my name.
If you want to make it rowdy, I will take you out.
Take me out, you son of a bitch. Take me out. You think you're a big boy because you're moderating.
Take him out, please.
Hello, come on. Don't use such word now.
Don't forget, that state is now an oil producing state. So they now have derivation, if you are not aware. So if you want to speak for anybody, please do not defend a character like Yabelo. Please do not.
Okay, let me respond to him. 1 second.
Do not defend a character like Yabelo. Do not.
All right, thank you, Mohammed.
The people of that state.
Can I respond to him?
No.
Then go to hell. Rudolph, go to hell.
All right.
Rudolph, I've never seen this part of him before. Tinubu is a criminal, yes, of course, a categorical grade 1 criminal. The only person more criminal than Tinubu in Nigeria is probably Babangida. But he's a criminal, and is he fit for purpose? Absolutely not. Should Tinubu be the president of Nigeria? Categorical no. Is there a better option than him? That is subjective. So show me who he is.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to have all of you back, and glad to be here. On behalf of Dr. Damages, my name is KJ, and I'm going to be sitting in for the next few hours to discuss already discussed issue. Today we had a very special guest, a podcaster and a lawyer, on our very first program today, speaking on major issues in Nigeria, especially news in the news cycle of Nigeria and indeed around the world. And so we're going to continue from that end, even as we go on now. However, I'm going to just lay out what we're going to be discussing. We're going to be going to Cameroon. Cameroon has had an election that is right now as we speak. The youths are in the streets trying to protest against what they perceive as injustice being done to them. Like we said earlier yesterday, the earlier result that was declared by Chiroma was from the English-speaking part of Cameroon that are more in number, and his agents and supporters took, they voted and they guarded their votes. They waited for it to be counted, and they took snapshots of those. Based on that, Chiroma was able to see that he was far ahead of in the collected votes from that region. Left two regions, that eventually were the French speaking, and of course the homeland of Mr. Paul Biya. And just like what we saw, the abracadabra that happened some time ago in the neighboring country, Nigeria, the same abracadabra repeated over in Cameroon. The man who was leading became the very far distance second, while the man who is 92 years old, any person living in Cameroon who is at the age of 40 probably have never known any president ever since he was born in Cameroon. So Paul Biya right now lives majority of the time in France, and the rest of the time, just maybe once or less than a month, comes to the place where he's supposed to be governing. So the youths of Cameroon are saying that enough is enough, and they are not going to put up with it. Whether they will be able to sustain the momentum, we are yet to see that. But for now, they are good, they are peaceful, they are marching, they are out in the street, and they are not afraid to stand and say enough is enough. You are all welcome, and today we're going to discuss a whole wide of issues. We're going to discuss on the issue of the what's going on in Nigeria, the issue of the generals that have let go, the issues of the insurgents. I don't want to use the word insurgents, the terrorism going on in Nigeria, and of course there are some people who keep denying that these things are not going on. We'll have some videos of people who are there, and we'll see all that video. We will listen to what they say, and then we will now come to discuss. Please, if you are yet to join us, and if you are joining us, please like the broadcast and share so that more people can be engaged. The more we talk, the better for all of us. And yes, there are many issues, contending issues in Nigeria, especially when it has to do with those who believe in what the government is saying, and those of us who go behind the news, as they used to say those days in NTA. We go behind the news to find out what is true. Of course, you all know that Sharia and the lawyer representing Nnamdi Kanu are still in detention. Of course, I said this many times before. As any journalist we know, when they take you to the police office on Fridays, just be rest assured that you're not going to leave till Monday, because before you know it, they'll say the DPO who brought the case cannot be found. He has gone out to go do other jobs. And before you know it, they tell you that he has closed till Monday. That's what that happened here. Yesterday we heard that a lawyer, Ejimako, who is Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, slumped in the detention and is now in the hospital. where he's trying, recovering. Of course, some of us know that a lawyer, I don't know his age, but I guess he's, very close to 70. Now, also, the brother of Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. This, I must say here, these are not cases. These are not issues. These are not crimes, if it's a crime at all, that warrant any form of detention or arrest. I repeat myself. Lawful, peaceful gathering is not a crime in Nigeria. It is part of the arm of democracy. And if we are going to practice democracy, let's practice democracy the way it's supposed to be practiced. If we are not going to practice democracy, then let's give chance to authoritarianism or whatever we think will work for the country. But as long as it's called democracy, people like us, like you, who is going to be commenting later, will always question, whatever is going down. I also want to give you a breaking news here. Yesterday, another of his lawyer, Barrister Maxwell, gave an update. They visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yesterday in the DSS dungeon, and he was told, Nnamdi Kanu told him that he was being assaulted. He was assaulted by a DSS operative, a new one sent to them, gave him a thorough beating. We don't know whether that is going to feature in tomorrow's presentation in court, but that's what he was told. And we'll play a video also of another person who went there to confirm that. Anyway, that is where we are. That is Nigeria for you. Listen, some of us, when we come here, the reason why we come to talk is not because we hold all the aces, but because we think that if we are building any group of people, building something, we have to first build it, first and foremost, justice and equity. Once that is not allowed, once that is not recognized, you can't build nothing. If those of us who are Christians, and I'm a Christian, the throne of God rests upon justice and righteousness. If you don't have that in a nation, if your leaders are people who are crookery, whose ways are not straight, of course, everything about that country will also not be straight. Let's get it right. All right, having said that, I think I like to start with my uncle, who I love so much, and this is what he had to say.
1,911,844,833 naira and 46. I'll take that again. 1,911,844,000,000. 1 trillion. This money is too much for me. 1 trillion. I hope that is not on the record. 1 trillion 911 billion 840.
nke a na-ekwu ka gọọmenti hapụ ya ka ọ gaa lejuo onwe ya anya, ha ajụ na ha ma hapụ ya. So n'elu ya ka mmadụ nwekwa ya ọgụ gbaa ya ọkpa, anya amaghị plan ha. Mana enwere ihe m chọrọ ịrụtụ ndị Igbo aka na ka uche anyị dị ya. Onye ọbụla na-ege ihe igechi tụsa ya, onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo, uche anyị dị ya. Ife ihe anyị na-akọ iri hip-hop asịkwa hip-hop asị gị, ọ iberibe ka anyị dara, maka na anyị amara ihe na-eme, na erighị anyị mperi were hip-hop mikpuo, na-alụ anyị agha, na-ebu agha n'ala Igbo n'aha hip-hop, were hip-hop mikpuo. Na achọpụtara m na ndị ofe mmanụ na-alụso anyị agha, andụnụ maka ha si eme, ha na-aghọ aghụghọ hinne, ha ji ụzọ aghụghọ alụso anyị agha, ha ama nchenwu na anyị aka mgba sị ka apụta lụba ọgụ na ọwụọ na aka ya ọ bụrụ agha ka alụbịa. And ha mana ndị Igbo adakịa anyị na-akpagharị enwere unu lee anya ihe na-eme ugbu ọkachasị vidio ọkachasị voice notes nke pụtara na-efegharị nkata ipukunle amusu na onye na-esote onye isi ala anyị Kazim Shettima kpara nkata ha kpara maka ndị Igbo ha kpara nkata ebe 2013 mgbe ha na-akwado APC ihe chọpụtawu na enwere ndị abịa na Naịjirịa enwere ndị Awụsa ụfọdụ n'ime ha na-ejighị anya afụ ndị Igbo nwekwe na-aghọtaghị ihe a na-ekwu maka Naịjirịa ndị nke ihe ka ha mkpawu na onye ọbụla ga-ekpewe okperechi ha nwekwe ndị nke ghọta n'obodo a obodo a ekere ya abịakwa na nke ndị ofe mmanụ enwekwe ndị ofe mmanụ believe na ndị Igbo ha hapụ ndị Igbo prosper ha nwa ga-ada unless ma ha debere ndị Igbo ka oru ndị Igbo na-akpata ego ha na-akpara ha ego nke ha ga-eri so a dị ụzọ mmadụ na-agba and onye isi bidoro ihe a na be ndị ofe mmanụ owo Chief Obafemi Awolowo
already they have declared war on Plateau. As I'm talking to you, yesterday we buried in the night one corpse and they killed 2 people again. This morning that I'm telling you, come and see Fulani terrorists were invited from Bauchi, other places. I was able to have a report from the insider and the man spoke and it comes to true. This morning, as I'm talking to you, they are trooping into Doroa, they're outside behind Doroa, into Nyarwe village of Fan. Now what do you want us to do? We are going to defend ourselves today. I was just coming from sector. I rushed to sector, but I didn't see the commander. At the same time, the twice said the unit of Doroa side didn't give them report. My pastor in the village of Nyarwe, he has called me right now that the armies have withdrawn, which means something is wrong somewhere.
Want to die? Let us die and let tomorrow appreciate what we said. And so, as far as I'm concerned, the federal government is complicit. The day they want this insurgency to finish, it will be done. Actively, they are working with Turkey, they are working with Saudi Arabia, they are working with everything to Islamize. But the real agenda is to take over Nigeria. And all these insurgents that you see happening is from Mauritania, is from Senegal, is from Cameroon, is from all over the place, trying to ensure that the indigenous people of this country do not have a say, but the Fulanis have a say. We are not against Fulani people. In government here in Benue State, I have Fulani people who are in my government. I have no issue about Fulanis, indigenous people. Everybody in this country, Nigeria, comes from somewhere. Even the two people where I govern today as governor, they come from somewhere. But we have settled. Today, because of the rise in population, there is nowhere you can say that the two people or Benue people should leave Benue State to go to Cameroon. Where is the land? To go to where? Where is the land? And so this is the main problem that we're having in this country. If this government will appreciate and stop deceit against the people, we shall all work as a team. Nigerians, wherever we come, let us cohabit and live together. But where a particular ethnic group wants to take over the country and make some of us slaves, I can never be a slave to anyone. It is better I die and not be alive. I cannot be a slave to any Fulani man. Fulani should live their life. The Tea people should live their life. The Yoruba people should live their life. Hausa people should live their life. Every other person should live their life.
Okay, can you hear me? If anybody, can you hear me?
Yes,
Chris, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Why am I not hearing myself?
Well, you can't hear
check your microphone.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what is going on.
I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah, I can see my audio, but I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you guys.
Chris, you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you. It's clear.
Well, we can hear you.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, Chris, can you say something? I can hear you too.
Yes, I can hear you, but I'm saying something, and you can see my voice. My mouth is open.
I can hear you, KJ.
At least you can see I'm talking. So, but maybe you're not.
Okay.
Take your mic.
Oh gosh. What's the problem? Okay. You just hang on. We'll come back. I will try something.